Alright, welcome back everybody. Tony, No Guts, No Gluten. Today we're going to be making a chicken a la king. And we're going to serve it three ways. One over those biscuits I made in the last video. Two over rice. And three mashed potatoes. Or noodles, I'm not sure which one. But there's going to be three different ways. So, alright, let's get started. I went ahead and I got my onions chopped up. We're going to saute them in a pan with one stick of butter. And we're going to do onions, green and red peppers, and pimentos. And we're going to add frozen peas, chicken stock, and some diced up chicken. Alright, let's get started. Alright, in my pan, I got the melted butter. We're going to throw some onions in. I forgot to mention that we're going to be adding mushrooms to this too. So, we'll let those start sauteing, and then in about 2 or 3 minutes we'll add the red and green peppers, and then we'll add the mushrooms. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and add our diced green and red peppers. We're going to let that go for a couple minutes, and then we're going to add 8 ounces of mushrooms. Alright. When it's time to add the mushrooms, we'll be back. Alright. Now we're going to add our mushrooms. We're not going to add all these, but about 8 ounces. Okay. Then we're going to give this a stir. Let these cook down a little bit. And then we're going to add our garlic. So basically we got butter, mushrooms, onions, green and red bell peppers, and then we're going to add chicken stock, chicken, heavy cream, and 2 egg yolks. Alright, we're going to let this go. In a couple minutes, after the mushrooms cook down a little bit, we're going to add the garlic, because the garlic will burn easy, and you want to wait till most everything's cooking and before you add the garlic. Alright, that's kind of what everything's looking like. Getting all happy in there. Alright, time to add the garlic. So I got 4 cloves of garlic, minced, chopped and minced. Now if you don't like garlic, you can leave out the garlic. If you don't like the mushrooms, you can leave out the mushrooms. And we're going to go ahead and give this some salt and pepper. give it a stir. And then to use as one of the thickening to make it a cream sauce, I'm going to add between 1/4 and 1/2 cup of flour, and gluten-free flour. And then we're going to let that cook a little while because you want to cook the flour out. Alright, there's going to be 1/4 cup. I'm going to add half of this. And give it a stir, and then you practically want the liquid to be absorbed all the way through. Give that a little bit of a lower. You see how that absorbed all the liquid. Stir that down some more. And basically let this cook a minute or two before you add your chicken stock, because you want to make sure you have all the flour cooked. Then you want to keep stirring because you don't want to burn it. And it doesn't look like there's any liquid left. And we're going to start with 2 cartons of chicken stock, gluten-free chicken stock. And then you can also use cornstarch to thicken this also. But of course you have to, thicken it to the broth, not like how we just did. And then we're going to bring this back up to a boil. And then the chicken I'm going to use is rotisserie chicken. I just got it at Sam's Club. It is a time saver. And to bring this back up to a boil, it should start to thicken up. And then once it does, we'll give it a taste and see what other seasonings we need. Alright, now that this is up to a boil, it's not as thick as I want it to be. So we're going to melt down some butter. And then we're going to make a roux. And all that is equal parts gluten-free flour and butter. That's going to make my roux. I might not need all of it. But that's going to be my best guess so far on how much I'm going to need. Alright, so I'm going to get that melted and then bring it back to make the roux. So I got 4 tablespoons of butter in here. let that cook out. You always want to make sure your flour's cooked. You cook the taste of the flour out so you don't pick it up in what your soups or stocks or whatever you're thickening. So, alright, I'm going to let that cook a little bit and then we'll be back. Alright. That should be long enough. It's probably been about 3 or 4 minutes. Let me shut this off. Lower this down a little bit. And just slowly add and you see it's getting thicker over here. And we can add a little bit more. And you want to always stir this as you're adding. Alright. See how much thicker that got? Like I said, you can do this with cornstarch if you like also. Now we're going to go and add the peas, the frozen peas, before we add our cream. So let me get those in there and I'll be back. Now as far as the peas go, you can add as many peas as you like. I'm going to add this whole bag. It's a 12-ounce bag. And then we'll bring it up a little bit. Temperature, bring it up back up to a boil. And then we'll add the pimentos and then the chicken. And like I said, you don't have to add the pimentos because I put some red pepper in there. And then we'll give it a taste and then we'll add what seasonings we want. Alright, I got a half a rotisserie chicken in here. Go ahead and add that. And lower this back down. And if you want to add more chicken, you can add more chicken. Yeah, this is thickening up real nice. Alright. Let's add some pimentos and then we'll give her a taste. Alright, let's add some pimentos. These are drained for the most part. I only wanted to drain and use what I drained. Alright, that's looking real good. And then we still have the cream and 2 eggs to give it a more richer taste to it. So I'm going to give that a minute, and then we'll taste, and then we'll add what seasoning we need. Alright, let's give her a taste. Lower down the temperature a little bit more. Alright, I think it needs some salt and pepper. And then we'll give it a stir. Yolks are optional. That just gives it a more richer flavor. And then, you know, some people add white wine to this, but why? Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big wine drinker to begin with, so I wouldn't add. But if you are, you know, feel free to add. And then we're just gonna let this go for another minute or so, and then add the cream, and then mix it up, and we'll be back. Alright, so we got a pint of cream. Just going to start by adding half. Yeah, look at that. Look how that turned out. Alright, this has been a couple minutes. You can see how well it thickened up. And if you wanted to use cornstarch to thicken it up, by all means you can do that too. Look at the coating on that. And how it coats the spoon, as you know that it's thick. So, alright, let's give that a taste. Yummy, yummy. Alright, I'd say that's about done. And I opted not to put the eggs in. I mean, I think it's whatever you like. I mean, if you wanted to add the 2 egg yolks in there to give it a richer flavor, I like the flavor like that. Alright, we're going to let this go, and then I'm going to get the rice prepared and the biscuits. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, we got our rice. Oh yeah. Look at that. We're going to go over our rice, and I said 3 ways, but for the sake of time and everything in the video, and then biscuits, we're just going to do rice and biscuits. Alright, let's go with the rice first. You see how good that is? Yes, that's going to be delicious. Very hot too. Alright, let's bring you up. Very good. And again, when you're making it, you make it how you like it. You know, if you wanted to do like peas, corn, and carrots, you can do that. If you don't like pimentos, leave the pimentos out. Use the red pepper. If you don't like mushrooms, leave the mushrooms out. But I think all in all, this is pretty good. Seasonings, you know, very well. Oh yeah. Pretty freaking good. Alright. Now those biscuits that we made in the last video. Sopping up all that ooey gooey goodness. That's even better than the rice. And I imagine the mashed potatoes probably would have been just as good. But I'm a happy boy. There's enough chicken, enough peas, you know, peppers, pimentos, mushrooms, onion. Oh yeah. Yep. On a cold winter's day, this would be good to warm you up. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish this. So, have one more bite. That's really good. All right. That was Chicken a la King. I'm Tony, no guts, no gluten. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. I have to eat gluten-free, and the things that I miss, I, think other people miss too. So I'm trying to, slowly, one video at a time, make something different so you don't miss out on what you used to have. So until next time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Man, this is really good. Whoa. Sorry about that. I thought I shut you off. Till next time.